What it do? What it do? What it do? Got my boys back in town talking about this diamond, man. This is the dish. You see me. This is your boy Trav. I got my guy Guru. I got Tatu, and I got Cat Five on here, man. Fellas, fellas. It's been a little minute since I've been on, but I'm glad to be here. Guru, talk to the people, man. What's going on?
What's up, everybody in YouTube land? How I like to say, we're just back for another episode, man. Trying, like Trav said, talk about baseball, talk about what's going on. Exciting last month here, about 34 or so games for each team. It's the stretch run. See what happens, and I'm just happy to be here as always. Happy to be with my fellas and talk baseball. Love this.
Hi, what's going on, man? Something happened that I seen today that shouldn't have happened. You're supposed to help me out. You're too busy getting robbed. But anyway, man, what's going on, man? What's good?
First off, I'm a go with the shirt because who gave you the power? Don't disrespect He-Man like that, okay? So Trav does not have the power. That's my brother though. I love that man, but it was a bad day for the Blue Crew, but good day for baseball. I mean, good time for baseball. A lot of things that we want to talk about. A lot of things going on, and I'm here for it. I got Guru, I got Storms, and then I got Trav back. Welcome back, Trav. We missed you. Just make sure you pay attention to the background there.
Please pay attention in class.
Cat 5, what's going on, man?
As always, I'm just happy to be here. I love baseball. Let's go.
Laser focused. Laser focused. Kaiser Soze.
If y'all see the title of this is basically we can call this show "Get It Off Your Chest." But before then, we got to talk about the machine, man. He's been a real machine going on right here today. I mean, within 10 games, how many home runs did he hit? What, 10, 11, 12, something like that? Every game he be in, he hits one out. Thank God he didn't hit one against us, but we still lost the series. But anyways, Ty, talk about your boy, man. Talk about Albert Pujols, man.
Man, just being able to, I would say he's a player I've seen my lifetime. And the fact that he kind of just turned back the clock and is about to join a real exclusive club, because I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to join the 700 club. He's currently 6 away at 694. But he's done this his whole career as far as just be that guy. One of the best hitters I have seen and could, be argued as one of the greatest of all time. In any era, in any category. If you want somebody who can hit for power, he's in that category. You want somebody hit for, average and contact, he's there. You want extra base hits. You want a guy who gets walked and can, brings great plate discipline and extend at bats. He's that guy. He's everywhere. And in your top list of all categories, he's like top 5 in everything. First ballot. I wouldn't be mad if he got unanimous at all. And just a good guy. I mean, everybody loves the machine. If you don't, something's wrong with you. And that's regardless if the Cardinals won a World Series on you, or even when he went to, the Angels, or when he came to the Dodgers. I was glad to have him. I wish he would have stayed. But Albert Pujols forever, like a top tier player of the sport. You could argue Mount Rushmore, GOAT, whatever you want to do. You can have that conversation because he's going to be in it. And that's all I got to say on, the machine himself.
Cat 5, talk about it, man. What's up with the machine, man?
I agree, man. Being a Reds fan and, being in the division like that, I had the opportunity to watch him play many, many games over the course of his career. I like to say that the hardest out since Barry Bonds has been Joey Votto, but Albert's right there too, man. He's far and away the best hitter that I've ever seen play, and he's got a very legitimate claim to being the greatest first baseman of all time. It's him and Gehrig. That's it. I'm with Ty, man. I really, really hope he gets it. We've got 5 weeks to go. I think he's going to get there.
Clean it up, Guru. Clean it up.
Oh man, I'm just gonna piggyback off this, guys. It's crazy to say that he came into this year with 679 home runs. He's at 694, like Ty said, 6 away from 700, and joining that exclusive club. Not only is he a home run hitter, though, guys, this guy has, and I'm gonna count it for you: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one with 119, about 6 years with 120 RBIs. He's never struck out over 100 times in a year. Never. In his prominent years, he was leading batting average. He's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 years hitting over 300. 10 years hitting over 300. And each of those years, he had over 30 home runs. That's that's crazy. And like Ty just said, probably the best overall hitter we've seen in our lifetime, because we've seen his career from the beginning to the very end, which is this year. He said he's going to retire whether he makes it or not, and as he should. I mean, this is his 22nd year, and he deserves everything, man. He's well respected in the game. It's even crazy. What's even crazier is that you don't even think of this guy as stealing bases. And there was a year where he had 16 stolen bases. And he has one every single year. He's had one, except in 2020, where it was
unlike the last few years, they weren't all on defensive indifference.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. And it's nuts. What he's done. He will be, and mark this down, it probably will be the last home run hitter that we see that strikes out less than 100 times in a year. Hitting over 440 home runs in a year, striking out less than 100. He will probably be that very last guy.
And to further illustrate how it's not just home runs, like 694 is a lot of home runs. He's also got 683 doubles. He's the only person who has more career total bases than Albert Pujols is the legendary Hank Aaron.
wow. But wait, there's more. I remember seeing this because I think he just did it a few days ago. He has homered off of 450 different pitchers, past Barry Bonds for most all time. Damn. That blew me away. I was like, really? That many pitchers? So from the cream of the crop to the bottom of the barrel, Pujols has got you.
And not only that, there's more. There was a meme out there to where I'm sure everybody saw that. I don't know what Pujols did. I think Pujols hit a home run. Serena Williams won a match in tennis. One of the Biggios got a hit, and then Guerrero got a hit. Well, guess what happened the other day? Same thing.
Same thing, but the juniors done it.
Yeah, but still, same thing. That shows longevity. And the only way you're going to get to 700 is by what? Being available and being able to play. It goes to show that
stability.
It goes to show that his first couple of years, let's say his first 10 years, what he did, and to be able to get to 700, even though he's wasn't the same player once he joined LA, and we all knew that, it's crazy. Amazing. It's wild.
Bottom line, man, if this man better be 99.9. He better be like a Maury paternity test when it comes down to Cooperstown. Don't these old hags that been watching Babe Ruth get into the Hall of Fame, they better not do this man like that, man.
If this man is not a unanimous first ballot Hall of Famer, we're about to have another get it off your chest.
Oh,
and I'm
yes.
slapping some
yes.
sports writer, like backhand, front
He
hand,
needs to be
both.
slapped.
All of
Yep.
them. They can
I'm
all
talking
get
about
it.
if it's 98, somebody's wrong. It better be 99.99. That better be the closest.
You know, it was a joke in the chat. I said, you know, it'll be a Reds beat writer or a Cubs beat writer. Unfortunately, it wasn't a joke. I feel that way, you know, because of who they cover. But you guys are 100% right. If it's not 100%, if it's not unanimous, somebody's got to get fired. Because there ain't no other way this guy gets in. You should be unanimous. Everybody loves him, even though you didn't play for your team, and respects him.
And respect him. That's the bottom line. It's respect around the whole MLB.
Especially if he becomes the fourth player in history to hit 700 home runs.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Well, fellas, was it last week or a week before last? You guys, y'all picked some series that was coming up. I'm gonna start it off with you, Jorge. What was the series that you picked, and kind of elaborate off of it? Let us know. Did you get it right? Did you get it wrong? How did it go?
It actually went exactly how I said. I picked the Orioles and who time?
The Orioles and
The Guardians.
I just love how Ty says Guardians.
I gotta trademark that.
The Guardians, man, actually took game one, which I actually thought the Orioles were going to take. They got the W there. They won a 5-1 on Tuesday. The Orioles came back and actually won the second game. And they won actually Wednesday. So the Orioles shut them out 4-0 behind the W from Lyles. And then Orioles winded up winning, today 3-0. Shut them down with Bieber actually going for Cleveland and Bradish going for Cleveland again. For Baltimore again, having a huge game. Last game, I think we talked about, he pitched 8 innings of shutout ball. This time around, he pitched 7, only gave up 2 hits with 5 Ks, man. So he's coming up big for the Orioles. The Orioles are making some noise, not only offensively, but with pitching. They get some of that down the road. Watch out. And I did say, you know, there was going to be a switch in the Central as far as standings go. That didn't happen because Minnesota couldn't take advantage of playing the White Sox. I believe they play the White Sox, but anyway, they're still a game behind. So we'll keep an eye on that.
Cat, who you have?
Ty and I picked the same series. We had the Padres and the Giants. It did not go the way I thought it was going to go, but it did go the way I wanted it to go. So that's good. Padres ended up getting the sweep. We had the rare 6-inning outing for Blake Snell. He was able to outduel Logan Webb. And Clevenger, both him and Clevenger gave us performances like what they're going to need from them moving forward if they're going to have a chance of making some noise in the playoffs. And the offense came out and got it done. It's good to see, excuse me, it's good to see them get the bats and the pitching going at the same time for once, finally, for an entire series. So, you know, I'm optimistic that hopefully we might actually get to see the best of what this Padres team is capable of. I know it's only one series, but, you know, righting the ship's got to start somewhere. So.
Ty, I would have you elaborate more on that since both of y'all had the same thing. But you know what? Sometimes I like throwing a little log in the fire here and there. But we're going to talk about it, though. What the hell happened yesterday and the day before in Queens.
Oof. Oof.
Talk about it, man. Let me know what's going on because I don't root for y'all, but y'all supposed to have done something. And one play changed the whole momentum of this series. Talk about it, man. Talk about it.
So I wish we could have had a special guest, Coco himself make an appearance. Actually, a couple. There's a couple of you Yankees fans that should have been on this show. A couple of you. Man, how you lose to arguably one of the worst teams in baseball? How do you give up?
Yeah.
Oh, you were talking about something else. I thought you were talking about.
I was talking about something else. That's what I'm talking about. I know what you're talking about there, but I'm talking about the other team in New York and your team. That's
See,
why
I didn't want to talk about that. Oh, I didn't want to talk about that.
That's why you said but like I said,
like, come on, man, you're ruining it.
That's why
I thought we weren't going to talk about that.
I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, I definitely do want to talk about it. So it puts a smile on my face that Ty has nothing to say because I love it.
Look, it's been rough. It's been rough. Okay. All right. That's all I can say. We should have won today. That's all I got to say about that. And
man,
Kershaw was robbed. Kershaw was robbed, and you know it.
Oh
my favorite part of it is behind me, so.
This guy.
Hey man, we should talk about that because I think it was not only was it really well done, it was really cool, and it should be his walkout music for the rest of his career. But stuff like this is how you get casual fans involved and get them to stick around.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was the way they did all of it was just fantastic, and I think we need to see more of things like this.
And for you guys that don't know what's going on, or the casual fans, he's talking about the guy in his background, Timmy Trumpet, playing his song for Diaz that comes out when he comes out to close in the game, or even set up on the eighth because they use him that as well. That's his song, and it's awesome. Even the videos they did when he wasn't live, just how it pumps up the crowd and everything. That's what a closer is supposed to do. And honestly, I don't remember a closer having that since Rivera, Hoffman, Wagner. You know what I mean?
And so he came out charged up too.
She threw 103 today, man.
103. Somebody pissed him off. You want to know? You want to know what I seen? I mean, of that series, which I watched it. Kept up with it. It was the turnout. Like that was a playoff atmosphere. That was a real playoff atmosphere.
It was the two best teams in the league. Well,
exactly.
Yeah,
it was there.
They had 10,000 more than their average attendance for that game. I think the average is 32,000. They had 42,000 people there.
Right. Man, yes, I was just surprised. Just like, I mean, the Mets passed a major test to be like, hey, because I always mess with them. Mess with Jorge. I'm gonna continue to mess with him for the rest of my dying days about this team. They're not gonna win it, in my opinion. But you just gotta respect what's going on with them and the culture that they have right now. I mean, a lot has changed from last year. I mean, you don't have people being drunk no more behind the whole thing of trying to get players and stuff. That culture has changed.
Edwin Diaz should have stayed a Mariner. That's all I gotta say. He should have stayed in Seattle.
Look, man, as a Mets fan, that trade 2 years ago looked terrible because we got Cano, Agent Cano. He wasn't doing anything. Then Diaz looked horrible. For him to turn it around in New York and now to be loved and be the best closer in baseball is amazing. Because as you know, as you guys seen numerous times, I mean, AKA Joey Gallo, not a lot of people make it in New York, and if you don't, you either get booed out or you get traded.
And his first year, he was awful. Wasn't that
was
ERA
terrible.
almost a 6? It was like a 6, right?
Yeah.
Or-
West
terrible.
Coast Gallo for MVP though.
Oh yeah, for real. For real. That alone in itself shows a lot about his character. And then secondly, let me go back to the catch, man. That catch was amazing. That was a turning point, because if that ball would have gone out, that would have been a tie game. Would have been a completely different game. But that was a hell of a grab by him. So
Yes.
now let's talk about the other team in New York, though. Ty, continue with your thoughts, sir.
At one point, I swear you had a 17-game lead on your division. And the AL East, arguably, one of it was depicted as the toughest division in baseball. And I would not, and they still are. Because you have a team that is being walked down right now. Right now, as we speak, the Rays, who are being the Rays again, are only 6 games back after the New York Yankees had the Atlanta Falcons type lead. You're blowing it, Yankees. You're blowing it. And you're
The
blowing
Yankees
it.
were up 28-3.
But you're blowing it against teams like the Angels that just swept you.
Mm-hmm.
The Angels swept you? A team up for sale. I don't know what to say. And then you're wasting MVP caliber season that could be potentially a record-setting season for your franchise. If I'm Aaron Judge, I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Storms, help me out here. Make sense of this. I can't.
I got nothing, man.
So
I don't understand this. This is a team that a lot of people in June and early July were comparing to some of the greatest teams we've ever seen in this sport. And here we are on September 1st, and the Yankees can't win a game that Judge doesn't get a hit at, for the most part. You can't be one of the greatest teams of all time, or even the best team in the game currently, if your entire offense relies on one man. And Jorge has been saying this all year, and I didn't jump on that bandwagon with him until recently, because I just thought with the personnel, it's not going to be the type of thing that's really going to, they'll turn it on when they got to, and they just haven't. And like every team does, they went through a spell where the pitching started to fail them a little bit, and here we are, and they have 6 games. They're down to a 6-game lead.
And forgive me, Dennis, and forgive me, Coco Vic Jr. I love you guys. The Yankees did win one. They didn't get swept, but they should have. You lost to the A's before that too. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. Like, you go out west and you just get beat down. That's what's happening right now, New York. Not that
I know
I'm
it's hard. I
igniting
know it's hard to get up when you're playing in front of 12 people, but still.
So I've been on Vic all year about this team. And the reason being is because the same thing that Storm said. I saw that, and I'll continue to say it, and I've been telling people, this is Judge's contract year. What did you expect Judge was going to do this year? He may very well be this player every year, but we all know what players do when they're on their contract year. They go insane because they're betting on themselves, especially when you turn down the contract before and in the season. So he's betting on himself, and he's going to win a lot of money because he's betting on himself. But the Yankees are doing it all wrong because they depend on him a lot. Yeah, there's injuries, and I've been back and forth about Vic, with Vic about the injuries, but injuries happen to every team. Somebody has to step up. Trav, you've had a major injury on your team for the past 3 years, no?
We got
Major
one going
injury.
on right now.
Okay.
Yep.
Every team.
It's easy to make excuses about injuries, and I'm a Cincinnati sports fan. I've had to do that a lot, but but the fact remains that the teams that play for championships in professional sports are usually the healthiest teams.
Mhm. Healthiest, or they get contributions from somebody that you're not expecting. How many
Yeah.
times do we see somebody hit a home run that's like, who? You know what I mean? And, I talked to Vic, me and Vic go back and forth in the chat about Mets, Yankees and all that. But he was saying in the beginning of August that the biggest stretch was them playing 21 games against Seattle, Cardinals, Boston, Tampa Bay, Toronto, and the Mets. That was not the biggest stretch. The biggest stretch is this stretch coming because the next 3 series is 6 games against Tampa Bay and 4 games against Minnesota. That's 10 games. And this 10-game stretch, they could easily be 2 games behind. Easy.
Division or wild card.
So if you don't watch out, New York, come next weekend, you guys are looking up at Tampa Bay. Easily. Especially the way you guys are playing right now.
Man, bottom line, New York got to get it together. You got to get it together.
No. Don't say New York. The Bronx.
Hey, the pinstripe crew, they got to get it together. The Yankees got to get it together, man. They better do something, man.
And Derek Jeter and Mariano Rivera are not walking through that door.
They're not. They're not.
Andy Pettit, Paul O'Neill. Who else? Who else you want to include in that?
Bernie.
What's the Bernie Williams. What's my back catcher name?
Jorge
Posada.
Posada. They're not coming. Not coming.
David
Man.
Cone, Roger Clemens. I can go all day.
Oh my God. We're not. We're not. We have come to the segment now. We got 15 minutes left. It's time to get some things off the chest. I was waiting on a special guest. If he does come up, we'll get him on. But I got to start this one off. I had a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm gonna be polite and I'm gonna be good. I done narrowed it down to one. This one can go the distance if it wants to. No, it's not the Mets, and the damn shame ain't about the Dodgers.
Thank God there's only one because we can only stay for one because we don't want no long-winded segment.
I got the eject button ready right here.
Thank you, Ty. The
Ejectocito, cuz.
So I've been looking around the league, and we talk about Judge, and we talk about Ohtani, and we talk about Mal Trout, and we talk about all these other guys that has potential MVP candidacy. But it's just one guy that I've been watching consistently. He's the hottest thing in baseball right now. It's number 27 in Atlanta, man. Riley needs to get consideration for the MVP. Jorge, talk to me.
We've been talking about this.
We've been
for like
talking
3
about
years
this
with
since
you,
last
man.
year,
Oh,
after the
yeah.
All-Star break. This dude been hot since last year.
Hey, don't worry, man. Don't worry, man. He'll get his 5th place votes or whatever.
That's bullshit. And that's the problem right there. Dude he's been hot since last year, people. Last year. Look at the numbers, man. And I'm not just a numbers guy like that. but look at his productivity. He's been putting in major work, man. Can I get some vouch for that, Jorge? Can I get some vouch for that, Cap 5? Can I get some vouch for that, Ty? Can I get some vouch for it? Something has to be said.
Listen, I'm going to give you this, and I'm not going to talk much more about this. He has put himself in the conversation for top 5 offensive third baseman of all of baseball, for sure. There's no doubt about that. He just got paid too. He just got good money.
Healthy.
Yeah. So he's going to be there for a while with this core that you got. Look, is he going to get consideration? Yes. Is he going to be MVP? No. We're going to talk about that on another show. But he's definitely going to get consideration. He's going to, like Josh said, and I'll even, maybe 7th place, whatever. No, I'm just playing. He'll probably get like 3rd or 4th place votes. But he's consistent, man. He has been consistent since last year. And he's been hitting 300 since last year.
Yes.
So, yeah.
That
He should.
MVP trophy has to come. Hey, the South got something to say, man. The South got something to say. He got something to say, man. I mean, I was like, I'm just looking. I mean, I'm not being just a homer about it. I'm just consistently. He's 2 for 4, 3 for 4, home run, 3 RBIs. Every game, every day, he's doing something on a positive, consistent basis.
He's your most consistent hitter.
I need he's top as far as third baseman with the most doubles in the league.
He has 36. I would have to look that up. As far
He's
as
up there. He's up there. Though.
He's up there. He's up there. I want to say top 5. He's been consistently putting in work ever since the All-Star break of last year.
Yeah. Like I said, hitting 300 since then. Well, last year, didn't he get MVP consideration? Did he finish 2nd? What did he finish last year?
7th.
He finished 7th? Oh, wow. I don't know. It was 7th. I thought it was like 2nd or 3rd.
It didn't matter. It didn't even matter at that point.
He should have been a little higher than that, though.
He should have been higher. But everybody wanted the golden boy in Philly, and he got it.
I will say, Trav, and I'll be Austin Riley, he's the truth. I'll give him his flowers. Right now, by the way, he's 3rd for doubles this year in the National League. But you look at as far as hits last year, he finished 3rd in the NL, and right now he's 5th in the NL as far as his hits. Like, dude gets hits, and then you look at his home runs. He's consistent, like 33 last season, but he actually is going to he's on pace to do 40 plus this year, and is at 33 right now, which is 2nd in the National League. So when you think of NL MVP candidates, he is rightfully up there. What I say personally, top 3, I'll put him top 3. I'll give Austin Riley's flowers, and I'll say he's top 3. Is he going to win it at 25? The numbers he has and the team that he's on, the platform he's getting? Unfortunately, no, because there are 2 other guys who are putting up some monster numbers as well. But I will give Austin Riley flowers and say, yeah, he's that dude.
Yeah, but he does have 2 more stolen bases already than he had all year last year.
What's that, 2?
He's got 2.
He's got 2. Look, he's not ready yet, Trav, but he will win a couple of MVPs. He's only 25, man.
Yeah, and a big dude. Like, he's a big dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
yes, I'm talking about. I mean, it was just like, I'm like, man. I mean, of course, you're here from. I'm not trying to listen to it from a home broadcasting to be like, oh, they're gonna vouch for their player, but I'm just trying to see it as far as like a wider view, as far as like,
so
dude, put in work.
you're not trying to say he should be the MVP this year, right?
It should be some noise. It should be some noise. It should have been
Right,
some
like you want him to finish top 3. You want him to get the recognition that like he's there.
Exactly.
Okay. I was gonna say, because I don't want to say too much before we do our segment about the awards, but actually I'll just leave it like Ty said. There's a couple other guys that just it ain't gonna happen this year.
His name should be somewhat loud, like that dude was playing. Timmy Trumpet was playing. Not as loud, but it needs to be loud.
I agree. But blame the Braves. Pump up the guy.
Little known fact, he's from your hometown, no?
Yes,
Yep.
he's from DeSoto County. He's from here.
Yeah.
Braves front office is still trying to figure out how to market the team now that Freeman's gone.
So
Hey man, we got 5 more minutes left. I'm not going to talk about that right now.
listen, it's hard for him to get MVP votes, especially top 1 or 2, when you have, an MVP on your team already, basically like Acuna. You know what I mean? He gets overshadowed, I would say. A lot of people forget about him, but he'll get 1 or 2, like I told you. It just won't be this year.
I mean, okay, that's fine. But I know a Brave can get an MVP. That's
We've seen it before.
And you say about Marcus, we just seen it before. We know a Brave can get an MVP. We know it can, but I think Austin Riley's name should be a lot louder than it is in the MLB. It should be a lot.
You got it off your chest, Trav. You good?
You feel better?
Now I sip on my Kool-Aid.
You gonna be able to sleep tonight now?
He gonna sleep next to He-Man.
And the sword.
No, you don't get the sword. No, you don't get the sword.
I get the sword and I get Cringer.
Is this the whole entire reason why you came on the damn show today? Just to say this shit?
No, you will see. Well, I got some things going on. I had some things going on. I'm gonna continue to have a couple more things on, but when I get my chances, I'm gonna show up a lot more. I need to be on. I made it a point to be like, hey, if I'm available today, I'm gonna be on.
It was because of that and because of the shirt, right? You had to show off the new shirt. That's what it was.
Hey man,
we love you, Trav. We love you, man.
Yeah,
you're
bro,
always
we love
welcome.
you.
You're always welcome to serve a plate on the
Yeah.
dish.
See, now I feel left out. I wish y'all would have told me and Ty that we were doing the 80s
Yeah.
television shirts today. Like, come on,
Oh,
man.
true. Yeah, I forgot to show that off.
I could have worn my Schoolhouse Rock shirt.
oh man,
Oh, man.
Nice.
Throwback.
hey man, closing thoughts, Cat 5. Talk to us, man.
So, just to
hold
touch
on,
a little more on Albert. What?
Before you go, you guys want to pick a series before we go to look forward to? Because if we go Sunday, or you guys just want to be closing thoughts?
I'll pick a series.
All right, throw a
Pick
series.
one, pick one, and then closing thoughts.
Yep.
Just looking at, you know what? Because we just talked about it, Yankees Rays.
Damn.
Yankees in Tampa. Yankees in Tampa.
Tropicana.
Big series. Big series.
But yeah, just to touch on Albert a little bit more. 5 weeks left, and the Cardinals only have 3 off days. So Albert is going to get some run. There's they play each of the last 14 days of the schedule. They have a stretch of 9 days in a row that they play, along with a doubleheader in there. So he's going to have his opportunity to hit 700. So that's it. That's all I got.
Tie through. Pick your series and a closing thought.
Now, the fan in me says stay on this Pujols 700 watch and you watch the Cubs and the Cardinals because that's that. But that's the fan in me. The baseball savant in me will actually, and I wanted to say Rays Yankees. I want to, but the pitching matchups still haven't been decided yet. At least from I think the Rays still haven't picked the second game. At least. I don't know who's starting that second game yet. I'm gonna go Mariners and Guardians. Guardians. I just like it, and I think it will be interesting, to see. I'm still trying to pull for the Mariners. Do I think the Guardians, close up Central? Who knows? But I think it will just be entertaining to see two great, young, talented teams that actually have, something to play for in this great playoff race. So wild card spot, most likely for one, a division, most likely for the other. Sign me up, and I'm watching.
Guru,
Yo,
what's your
So-
series? And
Yeah.
talk to us on your closing thought.
series. I'm gonna go with something a little different. I'm gonna stick with the Central. I want to see the Twins White Sox, and here's why. Shout out to Zach.
This better
Zach
be
called
good.
it.
Those teams suck.
I am. This is gonna be good. Zach called this when he was hired, and I thought it was a good hire, but he was right. He called it right with La Russa coming in and taking over the White Sox.
Who's on leave,
La
by the way,
Russa-
right?
La Russa, huh?
La Russa's on leave, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly why I say that. La Russa's
Unspecified
on-
health issue.
Yep. He's sick. Something's going on with him. They're not saying what it is.
Zach would say old or drunk as, and I will censor myself.
Yeah. So we don't know if it has anything to do with that, but he loves to drink, and we all know that. But let's see if this turns around the White Sox year. The White Sox have not been good since he arrived. They're 4 games out, and the team right ahead of them is the Twins. Let's
maybe
see.
maybe his doctors could figure out why he'd intentionally walk a guy when he's already got a no one count. Sorry, not to interrupt, but God, that was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
That was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
Man, like that was horrible. But no, in all serious note, I hope he recovers, hope he's okay. Whatever it is that's ailing him, whatever. I hope he gets to be 100% and back to coaching or being a manager. But that's my series, and because of that, let's see if the White Sox are able to turn things around. If not, the Twins could bury them. We'll see. As far as closing thoughts, like I said in the beginning, man, a month left. Let's see what these teams got. Let's see who holds on. Do the Yankees hold on? Do the Mets win the division? Do the Mariners head into the playoffs? Does Baltimore make the playoffs? In the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, we'll find that out.
On that note, man, again, I'm just happy to be here. Like Cat 5 said at the beginning, doing my best to be back on more often because it's getting to the winning time at this point. So, hey, man, again, I got the Guru, got Cat 5, I got Tyrell, man. This is the dish. We signing off. Keep chopping, baby. Let's go.
Oh, Lord, you